is 11:40 p.m. for Wednesday, September 10th. I'm surprised that I actually didn't have a lot of homework today. It was just some reading, and I had to download MATLAB, which will be very interesting to learn how to use. And then I just have to go through some verb lists for Japanese, because we're doing the can do something. If I can eat, it's not taberu, it's taberareru. So I just have to remember those. But I'll be honest, I had to re-record this a couple of times because a thing happened today. And it's a big thing. It's a bad thing that happened today. And I just kind of went on a rant about all this happening, and I don't really want to talk about it that much because it is in this video thing, daily thing. I don't think that's something that I should be talking about. It should be talking about me and what's going on with me. And while maybe eventually there will be a time to talk about the stuff that's going around outside my context. But that's sad and really depressing. So I'm not going to, but I will acknowledge that what happened today is terrible. And I don't want to say what specifically happened because I don't really want it to be on a spotlight because there's a lot of people talking about it right now. But something happened. Something bad happened, should never happen at all. And the repercussions of what just happened may be bad. It may not result in something that will like some legislation to have happened. I highly doubt that there will be some sweeping legislation in response of this. But there will be a negative response that could be pretty bad just for the country itself. And so there I said my piece. This is a big deal, and I would be remiss not to say something about it. But that is not why I created this. So the thing that I want to talk about today is definitely something I've talked about before. My body hurts. I've played 2 days of hockey, and there are parts of my body that are sore or hurting that I have not had sore or hurting in a really long time. And I have been consistently working out for a good amount of time. I took a break in the summer just because I was doing a lot of physical labor, but now I'm actually working out quite a bit, and I really do need to cut a lot, but I kind of bulked a little bit over the summer, and that's not necessarily the greatest thing to do for aesthetic reasons. But my forearm muscles are sore just because of hockey and the stick handling and all that rotation when it comes around in the stick. My hip joints, which are really interesting. It's maybe technically my hip flexor, but I do not have good stick skills. It's something I didn't prioritize when learning, especially just because of the play style that my dad had. He was a fast, small, body position focused hockey player, and he was good in college. And I am not good at that because that is something I didn't prioritize. I prioritized speed, body contact, positioning, and thinking. So I don't want to this sounds not humble, but I would say I'm probably one of the smart hockey IQ better players on the team. And I guess that's not really a high bar, but that's what I excel in. And so skating, I'm pretty fast. I am one of the faster kids on the team in general, and my skating muscles are sore. Literally the soles of my feet are sore, which is really weird. It's I can't tell if it's a little swollen, but it feels like there's extra padding on the bottoms of my feet right now, or at least one part of my foot, which is really weird, and I don't understand it. But yeah, and then one of the big things that goes on in the quote-unquote preseason is that the ice doesn't get made before practice. So every single time we go on the ice, it would be called dirty ice, which just means there's a lot of snow on the ice. And my back still technically hurts a little bit. It's more kind of like, oh, I've been standing for a really long time. And sometimes I get a twinge on the side that's actually injured. But hockey should be fine. Doing a little bit of body contact, which we'll see when we get to an actual game. But the ice is bad. The ice is really bad. And it sucks to play on. For the past 2 years, the first game that we played, we did not play on a clean sheet of ice before the game, which is something that should never happen to any hockey team, and much less the only hockey team at this school who actually consistently places well, the only men's team that actually went to nationals. I mean, it's not really a high mark, but it's just annoying, and it's hard because while skating, the ice is softer with the snow on it because it gets a little bit hotter because of just air is an insulator and snow is mostly air. So under the snow, there's trapped air, and that kind of makes the ice a little bit softer rather than it just being clean slate. But stick handling is hard, and I already mentioned that I'm not the greatest at stick handling. I can do pretty well. It's not that I just cannot stick handle at all. If I was on an actual D3 team, I would be perfectly fine as a player. It's just the people that I know who excel in this day and age in hockey have good hands. And I was, I think, taught an older style of hockey that relied more on skating fast and bodying. That's what I learned. I didn't learn hands. I didn't learn the quote-unquote AAA hockey. And people can tell that when they watch me play. I was at boarding school, and senior year I was really good for boarding school hockey, especially in a league that was really, really good. People could tell that I wasn't a AAA hockey player. I didn't play on a AAA team. I was the only kid to not play on a AAA team that year. And I was a leading goal scorer. But, the dirty ice makes it so much harder to stick handle just because the puck doesn't glide. And it also makes it harder to shoot because when you shoot, the snow picks up and just adds a little bit more resistance. So when you whip your stick around, it feels heavier. And sometimes the puck just doesn't go up. It doesn't want to go up. It's just hard. So that is literally my only complaint, because it's just really, really annoying having to deal with such bad ice when you just kind of want to have fun. It literally feels pond hockey is better. I've played on ponds that have had better ice than the indoor rink that is only 3 years old at this point. So yeah, it's just, actually this thing is 4 years old. It's just annoying, and that's something I want to complain about because, as any hockey player will know, a clean sheet of ice is so satisfying.